and welcome to today's video. Today's video is going to be a huge Zara haul. I think I've got about 12 pieces to show you, so lots of lovely things, tops, accessories, shoes, jackets, so lots of good stuff in the transitioning season into spring. So I really hope that you enjoy this video, and without further ado, let's get into the haul and the details. Okay, so for reference purposes, I am 5'4" in height and I'm around a size UK 8, usually a size small in Zara. I've picked up all of the sizes today in a size small, so I'll let you know if they run true to size or I think they fit smaller or larger as we go all through the pieces. I'll also be looking at the quality as well as the fit and also how you could style them as well. I will put all of my sizing information in the description box along with links to all of the items shown today as well, just to make you aware they are not affiliate links, so I do not earn a commission through you clicking through those links. It's just to help you find the pieces more easily. So I hope that was helpful, and let's get started with the first piece. I haven't actually tried on any of these pieces yet, but as we go through them I am going to try them on with you guys, so you're kind of going to get my first impression. So this first one I spotted and thought it was absolutely beautiful. I love the colour. It's this like mocha brown, which is really popular this season, really trending, I think, this colour, and it's a lovely kind of like faux fur design. You've got tortoiseshell buttons down the front. It's definitely a cropped style jacket, so perfect in that like transitioning period where it's not quite spring but it's not the depths of winter, so one of those types of jackets. So I think it would still keep you nice and warm. It's nice and lined on the inside. The prices and everything will be linked down in the description box with the links to the items, but I did pick it up in a size small and it was $49.99, so you know, not the most expensive but also not the cheapest on Zara either. So let's see what the fit is like. It actually says this product has a double lining. I'm not sure what that means. I presume it just means that exactly, a double lining, and it is 100% polyester, and it comes in an extra small to an extra large in terms of size ranges. Okay, so let's try this on. Okay, so I think the first thing to say on this one is that the fit is quite small. Even though these types of jackets aren't meant to be super oversized, I feel like on me it does feel quite not restrictive. You've still got a lot of movement in the arms, but around the front here it just feels quite small. I will button it up. I don't think you could put a layer under it if you went true to size. So as I say, I picked it up in a size small, which is around a size UK 8. I'd say I'm pretty much a standard UK 8, and buttoning it up under just over a bodysuit is just nice and just fitted. It still feels quite fitted, so I definitely couldn't feel comfortable putting another layer under this. So if that's something that you want to do, then I probably would say go up 1 to 2 sizes. However, if you just want it for like a fitted piece, almost to just be like your top, then I would say maybe go true to size. It is really nice, like the colour is beautiful, the texture is lovely and soft, like it looks really expensive, but it was quite pricey for this type of jacket. So yeah, in that respect I do think like it's a nice piece, but probably not one that I feel like I would keep. I just don't feel that I would get enough wear out of it. Seeing it in person as opposed to on the website, I definitely feel like it has more wintry vibes than the kind of transitional vibes that I was hoping for, which I probably should have expected with it being faux fur. But yeah, as I say, it is a nice piece. I'll just show you from the side and the back. And as I say, it is very cropped as well, so it does come to sort of just where your belly button is there. So that's the first piece. I have to say the colour of it is really nice. I even find against my skin tone, and I am brown skinned, like that colour I still feel is flattering. So in that respect I do think it is a really nice, it's very warm tone. Okay, so the next piece is something totally different, and it is this really cute little waistcoat. This is brand new in, I presume it was kind of like for Valentine's Day, which is long gone by now, but it is still on the website and it's just ever so sweet. I don't think hearts just have to be for Valentine's Day at all. What I didn't realise when I picked this piece up was that the buttons were heart shaped as well, and this beautiful like pearly pink colour. all the way down, and I love little vests like this over things like long sleeve bodysuits, just long sleeve tops. I just think they look really sweet, and as it gets into the warmer months you can wear them sleeveless if you want to, if you're comfortable like that. Even over like a little white t-shirt or something would look really nice. I really like the colours. So you've got this kind of wine red, and then you've got the pale pink and the wine red hearts as well, and then you've got the sort of, it's like a shimmery sort of design within the hearts, if you can just see it. It's a really unique sort of texture and feel to the fabric. So that's the front of it, and then on the back you've just got more of this design. It does kind of remind me of you know, Alice in Wonderland and the Queen of Hearts. So I picked mine up in a size small, and it just comes in a small, medium and large, and it was £29.99. So the materials are 45% polyester, 28% polyamide and 18% acrylic. I don't think it's a bad price, but let's see what it looks like on. So I've just popped it on over a black bodysuit. This is also from Zara, old from Zara, but they bring these bodysuits out every year, and just these loose fitting trousers. I am not sure about the pink and red with the black. I think it clashes a bit. I think it would be better to wear this over a pale pink or a red, or potentially a white. Just looking at it now, it's also very fitted and very cropped. So again, it comes to sort of the same length as the jacket, and it has this kind of triangular slit at the front here. I think the button detail and everything is really, really sweet. It fits just right. I don't have a particularly large bust, and it fits just right. So I feel like if you had a larger bust, you may want to go up one size. The fabric has got stretch in it, but not loads. And then just to the side, that's what it looks like there. I think it's got definitely got potential. Maybe over a white shirt or something, it would look nice. Unbelievably, I don't actually own a white shirt, so I can't try it on over that, but I just think maybe it's the way I've styled it. But I just feel like it's a nice piece in its own right, but I just, yeah, maybe, as I say, it's the way I've styled it, but I just don't think it does particularly much for me, and it's not my usual style, so maybe that's what's throwing me off a bit. But that being said, it is really sweet and really different. I haven't really seen anything like this anywhere else. So yeah, it's definitely nice and definitely different. And if this is your style, I think you could potentially style it really well. I think, as I say, probably over a white shirt, maybe some jeans, trainers, that sort of thing, it would work better than over black. I just think the black is just too dark to contrast with these lovely bright colours. But yeah, that's that one on. Okay, next up, I'm just going to show you an accessory. Now, I haven't taken it out the packaging because when I saw it online, again, it kind of looked different to what's arrived. Now, it is pretty, and it arrived in a really cute little dust bag, but I just think it's a bit big. So I'm used to wearing very dainty jewellery. So like you can see here, I've got this little heart necklace on, little earrings and so on, and I did want to try and branch out into something different, something more statement. I've tried this with H&M as well, but I just think it's a bit too big. I thought it was going to be smaller hearts, and then it would be a flattering sort of piece to wear like of an evening or for a special occasion or something like that. But the hearts, I don't know if it's picking it quite up on camera, like they are just really quite large, so I just think it's a bit too much for me, not being a statement jewellery person. I'm not sure if I'd get enough wear out of it. It was really affordable. I think it's £22.99, which for a nice big piece of jewellery like that, I appreciate is costume jewellery, is not a bad price at all. I just think that, yeah, it's just not enough of my style for me to warrant keeping it. On the right person, I think this would be a really nice statement necklace to have. Okay, next up we have this gorgeous cardigan, which is definitely more me in terms of style. I firstly noticed this beautiful chocolate brown colour, which I know is super popular, but I am really glad it is popular because it means you see more of it in the shops. Now, I picked up a size small, but if you can see on the actual label here, it's actually a large. So the tag says a small, but they've sent me a large, so unless that's wrong, I'm unsure. It's supposed to be more of like an oversized fitting cardigan, but yeah, I'm not sure whether it will just be too oversized. I'm not sure which one is wrong, the tag or the label. So I feel like this haul so far has not been that successful, but we've still got a lot more pieces to go, luckily. But yeah, it's a beautiful colour. The buttons are the same colour as the fabric, which just make it look so much more premium. I always say this, but when the buttons sort of match in with the colour of the fabric, it always just gives it that more premium, expensive feel. It was, well, it says €29.95. Again, it says, say I picked it up in a size small. That was the size that I wanted. It's designed to be like a long line cardigan. I've also spotted here, there's a hole coming from the seam. So quality wise, I'm not sure on this one if you're going to get the quality, but we'll try it on anyway just to see what it looks like. 42% polyester, 50% acrylic, 6% wool and 2% elastin. If this is a size large, then I would say definitely go up like 2 to 3 sizes if possible, because I mean, it fits just as you want it to fit for a relaxed cardigan. Like the sleeve length isn't too long, it comes to a nice length, there's not too much material. So I would say probably the actual inside of the garment was wrong as opposed to the tag would be my guess on this one. I really do like the colour. I think that, as I said, the length is nice. It feels slightly itchy. That's probably like the little bit of wool in there, but not overly itchy. But if you are sensitive, then I'd probably stay away from this one. I've also got a long sleeve top under it. I think if it was up against my bare skin, I would definitely feel it a bit more. So yeah, I think it is quite a nice basic v-neck cardigan that you could pair with quite a few things, maybe with jeans, with leggings, with a v-neck or scoop neck top, with a white t-shirt. It's quite a versatile piece, and I think it's quite a good price for the garment as well. The sizing I'm not sure about, just because of the whole label situation, but yeah, I think it's fine for the price and the colour is nice, but I just don't think it's amazing. Like it's just not wowing me. So I think, yeah, it's probably not going to be one that I keep, but again, oh dear, this is not working out too well, but it's better for my bank balance at the end of the day, and hopefully it helps you guys if you're looking at any of these items. But yeah, if you were looking for like a relaxed v-neck cardigan, then it will fit the bill for that purpose. But I'd probably say either go into store if you can, or maybe order your size and a couple of sizes just to see what's happened here. Or if anyone else has this item, please do let me know. But yeah, that's just from the side and the back. Okay, I'm going to talk about these shoes. I think these are beautiful. They're the most gorgeous kind of like brown. They're like a true deep brown colour, and they're very, very flattering on the foot. I've already filmed a cutaway, so I'll pop that in. They look really, really pretty on. The heel height is a really nice height for me, who's someone who's not a heel wearer. I struggle with heels unless it's a very small block heel, but this height I found really, really comfortable to walk in. I gave them a good test, like walking up and down my sort of hallway downstairs where there's like laminate flooring, but the only thing with these is this part at the back here. I don't know whether it's a design flaw or the shape of my foot, but it just kind of like stuck out like that. You'll be able to see from the try on clip, it just wasn't like flattering on the foot because this didn't sit flush to the back of my heel. It just sort of like, as I say, went out a bit, so it just looked a bit strange. Absolutely fine if you're wearing them with like a flared trouser or a loose fit trouser or something like that, but if you're wearing a tapered leg trouser or a skirt, then you would definitely notice it if you were looking. But under a flared trouser you wouldn't notice it because it would cover that back part of your foot. So it just depends on how you would want to style them. I'm still in two minds about whether to keep them or not, because I like them so much and they're so comfortable and they were such a good price. And I always like Zara footwear. I find that like it wears well, it looks nice, it looks premium. These, it says they were €39.95. They're also leather, which I love leather footwear. I just think, again, it's more breathable, it wears better, it looks better quality. So for a leather pair of like court type shoes like this, I think it's a really good price. And yeah, they look really nice on. It's just this back piece which is bothering me a little bit. So I am quite fussy when it comes to things like this, and I always want to be a bit fussy when showing you guys as well, so that there's anything that I think that might bother you, I want to make sure that I point it out. But otherwise they're a really nice shoe for work, for dressing up an outfit, if you want something delicate and dainty to wear with a nice dress in the springtime. Very versatile shoe and a beautiful colour. Okay, let's move on to another spring knitwear piece. It is this gorgeous navy cardigan. Navy is one of my absolute favourite colours. I just think it's flattering. I think it's softer than black. I think it looks more expensive and premium. I also love these beautiful buttons, which are like almost like camellias running down the front of the cardigan, which give that very Chanel inspired look to the piece as well. The material's really nice. It's a really nice kind of soft material. It's actually more of a true navy than it's picking up on camera. The camera is making it look more of a brighter blue than it is. It is definitely a true darker navy, and I love the contrast with the silver. I normally wear gold, but I actually really love the silver detailing on this. I love the neck of the piece, the fact that it's got these sort of balloon shaped sleeve that then taper down into like a more fitted sleeve. We'll try this on. I have high hopes for this piece. I think it is really pretty, and I know that this type of material washes really well and doesn't bubble like other knitwear. So I picked mine up in a size small, and it was, well, it says €29.95 on it, but again, as I say, all the pieces will be linked. We'll get it tried on. It runs from a size extra small to a large, and the materials on this piece: 55% viscose, 25% polyester, and 20% polyamide. And I think it's like the viscose and the polyamide, they just, and the polyester, like the mix of those materials, I think that's what I'm feeling, and I know washes really well. I think this is a piece I never knew I needed, to be honest. It is beautiful. So the fit is gorgeous. It sort of comes down and nips you in at the waist and then flares down with this piece just here. The buttons are gorgeous. I love the neckline. I love the sleeves, how it fits on the shoulder. It feels really silky soft against my skin. I've got my bodysuit underneath it, like a 3/4 length bodysuit, but I can feel against the bottom of my arms and things. It's just a lovely feel of fabric. And then you've got the wider sleeves, which then taper down into the wrist, which I always think is a very flattering design, because it's not hugging your arms, but then it's still coming down at your smallest part, which is your wrist. Yeah, it's really gorgeous. I would say it runs true to size. A size small fits me perfectly, just the right fit. You definitely wouldn't want this to be like a baggy piece or anything. So yeah, gorgeous, definitely keeping it. I think it is beautiful, and the colour is very lovely, perfect for spring. You can wear this also into the summer, just wrapped around your shoulders on those warmer days. Yeah, or in the evening if you're in like a warmer country and you want something to cover your shoulders. It's really lovely. I'm very impressed with this piece, especially because it was one of the more affordable pieces as well. So I'll just show you from the side and the back. What's nice about these kind of like, it's not cropped per se, but it finishes at a nice point on the waist, so you can really easily wear these with like high-waisted trousers, high-waisted jeans, skirts, and you haven't got that awkward kind of length where a top comes too low and then you've got your jeans and it just looks a bit disproportionate and unflattering. So yeah, really lovely. I love it so much. I could wear this to the office. I could wear this as like a more elevated piece just in the day. So yeah, very versatile. Definitely recommend this one. Okay, I thought I may as well stand here as opposed to sitting back down again. This is the next piece. Ooh. It is this lovely soft sort of brushed cotton feel cardigan, and I picked mine up in a size small. It was $22.99 and it comes in a small, medium and large. This is the bodysuit that I was talking about, by the way. It is a polyamide bodysuit and just sort of got a boat neck. It's very simple, but I have quite a few of these from Zara because they're like a staple underneath knitwear and things, and they can transition you obviously if you need to take off your knitwear. You've still got something that's fairly presentable underneath, but this is gorgeous. I love the V-neck on it. I think going into like the spring, summer months, I tend to favour a V-neck rather than a higher neck, just because it's nice to show a bit of collarbone and just have that kind of extra breathability as we're getting into the warmer months, having worn like turtlenecks and wrapping ourselves up for so many months over the winter. So yeah, I like that aspect of it. I also like the ruching detail, and that's what drew me to it, to be honest, online to start with. That ruching around the middle I often find is really quite flattering on pieces. It kind of gathers around and makes your waist look smaller. I also like the fact the buttons are the same colour as the fabric. I probably sound like a broken record when it comes to that, but it really does make a difference to pieces and make them look more expensive, unless the buttons are like really premium looking, like those silver camellia type buttons or pearl buttons. I think that the buttons being the same colour as the fabric just is a really nice, simple design that makes things just look a bit more, as I say, elevated. So yeah, it's a really nice, sweet piece, and it feels so super soft. So I think this will be a nice piece. I am going to try it on for you in a second. I'll just double check the material composition. So it is 72% polyester and 26% viscose. It's that viscose I think I'm feeling that's like really sort of silky with the fabric. So yeah, gorgeous. Let's try it on. Okay, so I've got the piece on. I think it's a really nice piece. I think it's maybe I need to go down a size. I'm unsure at the moment. This is kind of like where I'm at my biggest, because it's that time of the month where like my chest area and everything is at its largest. So when I'm trying on clothes, I sort of try and factor that in. I think it's going to go down even further, I know, unbelievably, in a couple of days. So I'm thinking, well, is it then going to just look too big around the chest area? So around the shoulders as well, this does feel quite loose, like it could slip down, and it does come down quite low. So it's just something to bear in mind. I do like that gathered detail around the waist though. I always think that is really flattering. It's really nice. The fabric feels so soft as well. I really think like if you are one for nice soft fabrics, which I definitely am, this is really nice. I also think it's nice to have that rib detail on the fabric as well. It's flattering throughout the piece, to be honest. It fits nicely in all the other areas. I'll just show you the back. Fits nicely around the waist. I do like where it finishes. It kind of is not too long, not too short, just sort of flares out a little bit at the bottom, but particularly this ruching, if I just come up close here, is really nice, and the button detail. But I just think the top just feels very loose for me. So if it would be difficult to wear a bra with this, I feel like bra straps would come here, which you would probably see unless you wore like a strapless bra. I would just never do that, I don't think. Even if you wore like a little bralette, unless it was really scooped, I think you would struggle with a bra if you're wearing this on its own. And then if I were to bend down, that would be an issue. So maybe an extra small, but I'm not sure. You'll have to let me know what you think on this piece. Okay, so next up I've got a very basic piece, and it is in a beautiful pink colour. So I'll just show you it here. It's just a pink tank top, but I adore this colour of pink. I feel like this is the most flattering shade of pink against my skin tone specifically. There's just something about this kind of like, not quite the bright neon pink, but this pale pink, pale sort of pastel pink, which lightens up my skin tone. So yeah, I really like it for the colour. Now I love the Skims vests. They're much more cropped, they're softer, they're thinner, and they are £38 per vest. This is in a size small. It just comes in a small, medium and large. I remember it being £8.99. It says it was €6.95 on here. So the price difference is huge. So I'll be interested to see how the fit is and everything when we try it on. But yeah, it's just a basic vest. It's longer in length. The Skims ones are very cropped. They're designed to go with like the matching boxers and shorts and things, which are more high-waisted. And I do prefer more of a cropped top just because of my proportions. But yeah, it's a really sweet vest, a really good price, and the ribbed detail as well is really nice on the fabric, and it does feel like soft, not super soft and not skim soft, but it does feel nice and soft. And the composition, 95% cotton and 5% elastin, which is, I believe, what my Skims tank top compositions are. However, for some reason they just feel a lot softer. Maybe it's because they're a lot thinner, I'm unsure, but just doing a comparison in terms of price point, just in case that's useful. And yeah, the size small I think looks like it will fit, but let's try it on. Okay, so I've got the vest on. I think it's so cute. The fabric is a lot thicker than my Skims one. It's not see-through, I hope, and it is flattering the way that it sort of like cuts upwards like this. So I think it runs true to size. I love the scooped neck of it. It's a very, very basic tank top. There's not much to say about it really, but I love the pink colour. I think it's flattering, but this is what I mean about the length. I would prefer this if this came to sort of here, then I prefer cropped tops. If you're someone that prefers a longer top, this would be absolutely fine. It's because I have such a long torso and the way that I sort of wear and proportion my clothes, so this comes quite long. So if I was wearing this, I would have to tuck it in just so that it was more proportionate with my trousers. I'm definitely keeping it because it is so nice and it was such a good price. I'll just show you from the side and the back. I think you could just about get away with wearing a bra with this if you had maybe a racer back style bra or clipped it together or something like that. I wouldn't wear a bra with it, I would just wear it as is. So I think it's a nice tank top for the summer or for loungewear, and the colour is really nice. It's nothing to shout home about, but it's definitely worthwhile. And when I look at things like this in comparison to my Skims ones, for example, I think that those are very expensive, but they do feel much softer and they do feel, I don't know, the fit is just something about it which is just slightly more elevated, but probably not elevated enough for the price. Yeah, that's that one. Okay, next up we have something which I definitely need more of in my wardrobe, which is non-see-through cropped cami tops. As we approach the spring summer, these are something that I buy generally year on year. I don't ever seem to find ones that are really good quality that have like stood the test of time, so they're generally relatively affordable, so I don't mind replacing like, you know, 3 or 4 for the spring summer season in the UK, which never lasts that long, to be honest with you. But they're great to layer, and they're also great just to wear on its own when we occasionally will get those really, really hot days. Now this is a little bit more cropped than I would usually go for, but I thought it would be really nice as a layering piece. It feels really nice and thick, so I think that it's not going to be see-through, so we'll try it on without a bra just to double check. But yeah, it does feel really nice thick material, kind of like that gym scuba type material. It says it's from the Limitless contour collection, so I'm hoping that means it's going to be a really nice sort of like seamless fit. It comes in an extra small to small or a medium to large. I got the extra small to small. I generally find with these things the extra small to small comes up more of a small. So it was €9.95. I remember it being £12.99 actually in terms of the conversion. So yeah, we can try it on. Let's see what the materials are. They did this in quite a few other colours as well, so if it is nice, I will probably pick up a couple of colours, or I may see how it washes first before I order more colours. So it's 95% polyamide and 5% elastin. My polyamide pieces that I buy from Zara, like my bodysuits for example, historically they've always washed and worn really, really well. I've got bodysuits and things in my wardrobe from Zara that are polyamide that have lasted me for years, so I have high hopes for this. It's obviously very, very basic, but you may also be looking for something like this. Also, if you're looking for something that you need minimal support for in the gym, like for example a nice slow relaxing yoga class or something like that, these are great little crop tops to wear as well. Okay, I've got this top on now and I'm going to show you. So firstly, let's start with the positives. It's not see-through, which is absolutely fantastic because you can wear, you know, something that's white, or it's sort of cream actually in colour, without the worry of it being see-through. So I really like that. The material is super, super stretchy. It doesn't feel tight and restrictive around my rib cage at all, which I can sometimes find with things. That's from the side, and then that's on the back. However, and this is quite a big however, unless you pull these straps so that they're kind of sitting here up on the shoulders, it sort of cuts into your biggest part. Like, I don't know, maybe some people don't, but I presume most people have this little pouch of fat here, and the natural place for this to come and want to sit on me is here, which just pokes this bit of fat out, which is just, it's just not very flattering. It'd be fine if I was layering this under something, but not if I was wearing it on its own, which I wanted to have the versatility to do both with. I mean, yeah, if I got something like this from Primark, for example, and it was £3.50, I wouldn't mind so much, but £12.99, I think maybe is a bit of a compromise. Now, there is a caveat to this, and that is that I do have a bit of an odd shaped chest, because if you can probably see here, there's quite a big bulge here, and that is not my chest, that is an implanted defibrillator, and that sticks out. So that ultimately is going to alter the shape that these kind of tighter tops have on me. So where my chest is here and then I have sort of a bulge, they're not going to sit maybe how they would sit on an average person or someone who doesn't have an implanted device. So yeah, that's just a point to make on this one, but I do think it fits true to size, more of a size 8, but it's super stretchy. It's just these little sleeve bits are a little bit awkward and they sit in that unflattering position. But as I say, I am being incredibly fussy and critical with all of these pieces, as I always would with any pieces that I have to show you in a haul, because I think that it's important just to be completely transparent about the good and the bad. So yeah, that's that one on anyway. But yeah, I really do like the fact that it's not see-through, and I think that's really good for the price. I think we found some, you know, pretty nice basics in this haul actually. So next up, we've got this top here. I already have this top in black. I showed it in my what's new in my wardrobe video. I will link my fashion playlist video in the description box for you, because I do lots of fashion videos, like what's new in my wardrobe, hauls from different brands and things. So yeah, I'll link that down below. But I absolutely love this range of tops and the colours, because they're made predominantly of Modal fabric. And Modal fabric, if you haven't heard it before, is one of like the softest fabrics that you can have in a garment. So the Skims pyjamas, for example, that everyone raves about, their soft lounge range, they are predominantly made of a Modal, which is why they are so soft. So if you look out for things with that in, you're going to get that superior softness. So as I say, I already have the black in a size small, so I picked up this kind of creamy neutral colour in a size small, and it was £12.99, so such a good price as well for the tops. And these kind of basics are something that I just wear all the time, like with the bodysuits. They're also quite cropped, so they sit perfectly with like how I like to wear things, with high-waisted trousers, jeans, skirts. And yeah, they're just great to wear under knitwear, because they feel breathable and soft, but they protect your knitwear from getting dirty, so you don't have to wash it too often, which just, you know, prolongs in turn the length and life of your knitwear pieces as well. Things like cashmere, you don't want to be washing all the time, because ultimately they're going to get ruined. So yeah, I really like them. I'll try it on for you so you can see what it looks like. They're not see-through either. I really love them. I think that I would have said I would order more colours, but now I have a black and a cream, and we're moving into the warmer months hopefully, so I'll probably be looking for the shorter sleeve versions if I order anything more. I will tell you the exact fabric composition of these. So they are 48% cotton, so that gives it some breathability, 47% modal and 5% elastin. Just to give you an indication, the Skims pyjamas and their like soft lounge range is like about 90% modal, so that will just give you an idea of how soft it can be. But yeah, these are great, so let's try it on. Okay, so this is the top on. I said it wasn't see-through, didn't I? They are a little bit see-through. Now the black isn't see-through at all, I think for obvious reasons with it being black. And I think I tried this on before with a nude bralette on. I've got some great recommendations for nude bralettes if you're interested. For example, the sloggy nude bralettes, you can get them on Amazon. They are seamless and they are so good. But I'm just going to keep my hair over here for the purpose of the video, but you can just see it's really nice and fitted. So the small fits true to size, fitted as it's supposed to be. It's really sweet, it's really flattering, perfect base layer. It's again like it's a really good basic. It's nothing to like shout about in terms of design or anything, but the softness, if you have a feel of these in Zara, they are really nice. Like they're so much nicer than other basic long tops that I've tried, and they wash really well, which is important as well. They come to a nice length, a nice sort of cropped length, which is what I like about them. But if you don't like cropped, these definitely wouldn't be suitable, I wouldn't think, just because they are quite cropped. Skin tight but without feeling in any way restrictive. Show from the back. But yeah, very, very slightly see-through, hence why I've got a bit of a hair curtain here just to keep my modesty. So I would recommend a nude bra if you're going for the lighter colours. The darker colours, yeah, no need to worry. I think if you get the materials right, the material composition, you can get great basics at really, really great prices on the high street. You don't need to be spending a fortune. Yeah, these I really, really rate, as do I the bodysuits from Zara, which I've already mentioned. So the one that I was wearing is in exactly the same fabric composition as this. So I picked this up in a size small. It's a bodysuit, you can see there, but it's got this like ruching detail, which I thought looked really nice and flattering, and it comes down into a nice low V. So let's see how that is when I try it on, because I don't want it to be too revealing, but I do want it to be nice and flattering and a bit cooler for the springtime. That V, that sort of more open collar, really nice. Also really nice piece to wear sort of like for a date night, something a bit, you know, a little bit like sexy, but not too revealing. So as I say, I picked it up in a size small. It was £19.99. So I think the prices of these have gone up. I think I used to pay around £16, £15 for them, something like that. You can get them in a size extra small to a large, and it's just a slinky bodysuit, polyamide bodysuit. And if you type in on Zara actually polyamide, it will come up with all of their polyamide pieces, like bodysuits like this. And then you can have a little shop and see like the long sleeve, the short sleeves, whatever it is you may be looking for. But they're just so lovely and silky soft and stretchy, and wash really, really nicely as well. This one also says it has a double lining, and it is 93% polyamide and 7% elastin, so a really nice amount of stretch. So let's try on our final item together. Okay, this is just way too low, and I think it's the sizing. So potentially I would need to go down to an extra small, but then it may feel too tight in other areas. So if I just show you here, sort of from afar, it just comes down like to below my chest area. So there is just no way that I personally would feel comfortable wearing this out. So if you do, then great, and I wish I had that confidence. So I'm just going to pull this together here. But yeah, it just comes down too low. This ruching is really nice and flattering around the waist, and it feels lovely on. It's got a lovely open neck at the top, which I really love. So it's such a shame, but I know now if I'm looking at these kind of bodysuits, I can't go for this kind of V-neck because they just come too low. And I remember finding this on the Skims dresses. So Skims launched a loungewear dress that had a V, but it just looked ridiculous on me. Like it was just way too open. Like even if I put some sort of tape here, which I wouldn't faff about doing on a day-to-day basis, yeah, it just doesn't work, unfortunately. But you may have better luck, so it's probably, you know, worth trying on. But I just wanted to make you aware of that one. That's everything, guys. I really, really hope you enjoyed this huge Zara haul. I appreciate that it has taken quite a while to go through a lot of these pieces. There are some real hidden gems in here and some really great basics, but there are also some misses, and I think that that is to be expected when you do a large haul. You win some, you lose some. I feel like H&M recently has been absolutely smashing it. I didn't feel like this Zara hit like the same as the H&M, to be honest with you, and some of the Marks and Spencers as well, but there are still some really, really great pieces. So I hope you enjoyed watching it. I hope it was useful if you were thinking about any of these pieces or wanted some inspiration as well. If there's any other sort of shopping hauls that you'd like to see or styling videos, do let me know in the comments. Let me know which was your favourite piece as well down in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again soon in my next video. Bye guys.